over the last 3 years. And I was recently listening to a 1962 discussion from Huxley. Mickey, this is the kind of thing you love. That was on the After School channel that does those great illustrations. And Huxley made the point that 20% of the population, this is 62 he's talking about, is easily hypnotized. 20% is completely resistant to hypnosis, and the other 60 are kind of on a continuum in between those two. And in his perspective, this is actually a good thing for society. 60 mix persisted through a lot of different situations, and the 20% of the population likewise was really susceptible to propaganda, and 60% was fairly susceptible to government propaganda, and about 20% was completely resistant. So these are the ones that in the current situation are the awake or the awoken, is those that are resistant to propaganda or hypnosis. And the 60% are the persuadable middle. Here's the thing. That 60% subjected to military-grade PSYOPs propaganda now for 3 years has essentially been hypnotized, and they have said and done some really ugly things, as has the 20% that are completely in the narrative and completely resistant to anybody trying to change their minds. And if we bring hate to our transactions with that 60% of this persuadable middle, we can never bring them over to our side, and we can never get the majority that we need if we want to change governmental policy. And the only way that we're going to be able to help those people wake up is if we approach them with open hearts. If we approach them with hate and anger, they will immediately reject anything we say, and we will be completely unsuccessful in trying to help them to wake up to what's been done to them. Mm-hmm. And this is something that a lot of people find really hard to swallow. It is, in a sense, the fundamental message in the Christian teaching to turn the other cheek. Mm-hmm. But in the critic, this is sometimes weaponized against me as yet more evidence that I'm controlled opposition, because I'm advising that we should approach people with an open heart. And I'm absolutely not saying we should forgive Rochelle Walensky, Tony Fauci, Deborah Birx, or the multitude that have lied to us and been essentially the puppet masters here. But for the people in our lives, your mother, your aunt, the poor soul in the grocery line that's still wearing a face nozzle, approaching them with anger and hate will never win them over, will never allow us to succeed. We have to somehow, those of us that are awake, swallow it. And even though we may still be burning inside, don't direct that at the average person in our lives, because we're never going to be able to bring them unless we approach them with an open heart and an open mind.
I love that. Absolutely. I love that. Appreciate that. Beautifully said. Another quick story. Christmas last